Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for watching this presentation. And I say presentation, but I'm actually sharing some information with you that is going to be valuable to your business, whether you are new or experienced, just starting out, not sure who to contact, or you need to do better with making those connections and contacts, and you want to start today. This is the challenge for you. I actually shared this with my Facebook group called Better Connected in Real Estate. If you are a real estate agent and you are looking for community, please go ahead and join us. Now, if you want the full version of that, you need to join the Facebook group and then you can watch the full version because I had a special guest on there. Her name was Patricia Mickle. And when I tell you, she does not play about making her contacts because she has broken it down. She says every 9 no's, she gets a yes. Every 50 contacts, she has a closing. Like she is on it. So join the Facebook group if you want to see the full version. But I'm going to cover this information with you because I know it's going to help. It's going to help. So if this is the first time you're seeing my face, my name is Natasha Bazil. I am a realtor and associate broker with Virtual Properties Realty in Georgia. I specialize in new construction, home sales, and relocation. I was first licensed in 2011, went full time in 2013. I wrote a book called The Ugly Side of Real Estate, and I wrote that book to give anyone interested in being a real estate agent a real idea of what they should expect in this business. It's a short read. It's available on Amazon. And I also wrote it for experienced agents that were maybe, in a valley and not sure if they wanted to go forward. I wrote it for them as encouragement because I have been there, done that. All right, so let's hop into this. You can check out my website, natknowsari.com. There is a short quiz on there, and you take that quiz. It is free, and it will tell you the next steps that you need to take. 3 steps that you can take to move your business forward. So check out my website there. Now, this came about just knowing that I needed to do better. Like at the time that you're watching this video, it is 2024. 2023 was a down year for a lot of agents. We're in communication, we talk. However, it was not a down year for all agents. I have been on calls, I have watched recordings where some people said it was their best year in real estate. They increased last year. So don't be of the herd mindset that, okay, it was down for everybody. That means it's going to be down for you. Not the case. You can excel even in a down year. For me, where I went wrong is, well, yeah, I got comfortable. That was one piece of it. And another reason why, it was a down year for me because in the end of 2022, I was going so hard. I was like, I'm going to take fourth quarter off and I'm going to work on projects. So that's when I worked on my book, which could have worked, but I wasn't feeding the pipeline, right? And even first quarter, I was in a coaching program working on business stuff, but not directly related to real estate, wasn't feeding the pipeline. And I just thought, when I'm ready, I'll hop back in. But the market had shifted, algorithms had changed, and I didn't adjust my method or increase to make up for what I didn't do. Right. So don't get comfortable. What worked last year may not work this year. And yeah, that was a lesson I learned. So you want to always stay on it and reinvent yourself. Not a full reinvent, but you need to make tweaks along the way. All right. And while I'm doing that with, the marketing and things that I've been doing, I'm going to get back to the basis. I need to get back to the basis because when business does pick up and you're going so hard, it's easy to get away from the foundation, which is lead generation. Why touches matter. So, real estate is a contact sport. Our primary job as a real estate agent is to generate business. I'm going to say it again. Our primary job as a real estate agent is to generate business. You are the CEO, you are the head of your company. And I've made busy videos about this. I talk about this. You have to treat your business like a business if you want to succeed in real estate. So, as the CEO of the company, you have to make sure everybody eats. How do you do that? You need to go out there and get the food. Okay, so your main job is to generate business. If you do nothing else in a day, no other tasks, lead generation should be one of the things that you're doing. Now, I'm going to talk a lot about this, but just know that it's going to be easier. This challenge is meant for it to be easy, to keep it simple, to get your feet wet, to hopefully create a habit. So just digest the information that I'm giving you, okay? Relationships are the foundation of your real estate business. Nurture those relationships through contacts. Do not assume that, oh, they know what I do. Because if it hasn't happened to you yet, I'm not going to wish it on you, but you know somebody that it's happened to where their friend or their family member or a neighbor or just somebody in their spare bought a house or sold a house with somebody else, and they're like, "Oh, I didn't even think of you," because you're not top of mind. You have to stay top of mind. All right. Every personality type can do this, whether you're an extrovert, an introvert, or an ambivert. I feel like I fall in the ambivert category. Some days, if I didn't have to speak to anybody, I'd be okay with that. But I know that that is not conducive to my business, just my being, my life. So, I still am going to operate authentically to me, but I also need to push myself as well. And one of the ways I push myself is through this challenge. If it's written in my calendar, it is going to get done. If I just wait till I feel like that's not very wise. It's ideal, probably not going to happen, right? If it's in your calendar, you'll get to it. Okay. Top producers do this on steroids and they do it for years. That's how they become top producers. I mean, some people are making 20 calls a day. You might hear the term dialing for dollars. Some people have time blocks of this is my prospecting time in the morning. My phone is on do not disturb. I do not answer a phone or respond to anything until my lead generation is done, until my contacts are made. If you're in a real estate office, you may see some agents hang a note on their door that says lead generation in progress because they know, or in process, because they know if lead generation doesn't get done, their business does not move forward. Now, where agents go wrong, um, well, before we get into the type of lead generation, where agents go wrong is waiting for someone to contact them, just waiting for the business to fall in their lap, um, focusing on busy work instead of productive work, like just on social media, liking posts. That is not productive. And then if you fall down the rabbit hole, like I fall down the rabbit hole, you go on social media for one thing, and 5 minutes later, you're doing something else, right? So they fall down the rabbit hole, and let's talk about lead, the type of lead. So there's active versus passive lead generation. So your active lead generation is like warm calling, which we're going to talk a lot about here. Cold calling, you have door knocking. That's actively aggressively getting you in front of somebody. Where you have passive lead generation, which I refer to as attraction marketing. You are putting yourself out there to attract someone to contact you. So social media, video marketing, newsletters, mailers, all of that stuff is passive. Just know that active lead generation gets you to the closing table quicker. And but you can have a combination of both. And we're gonna drop down. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. So if you're really good on social media and you're making those contacts, that's one basket. If that platform changes, stops showing you to people, what are you going to do then, right? So that's why you want to have different lead baskets, different buckets. I call them lead buckets. Example, you could have one as a past client, one as your sphere of influence. You could have social media. You decide what you want your buckets to be, but I would say start with three. That's what you're going to be working on. Okay, so if you want to see the full recording, join our Facebook group. It's called Better Connected in Real Estate. And this is where I had Patricia Mickle come in and share, as she shared wonderful gems. Just check out the Facebook group and you will see. And then you can also see the full version. The whole purpose of me creating this Facebook group is I have always been blessed to have just great relationships, agent relationships within real estate. It's so important. This is not a business that you do alone. Do not rely on your broker for everything. So, I've always had that, but not everybody does. So I wanted to create a space where people can connect within real estate and it still be intimate. If you have a question on a listing, if you are deciding on logos and you want some input, if you made a video and you want some feedback, share it in that group. Okay. So who are we contacting during this challenge? This is some examples: past clients, social media contacts that you don't see. And I say that you don't see. I got this gem from something I was listening to, but when you go to your social media, you see the same people come up, right? So the people that you're not seeing, they are not seeing you. So go to your contacts and look through who haven't you seen show up on your feed, and that could be a way that you decide who you want to contact. You can go to your database, start from the top to bottom, or you could do the bottom to top, the oldest, the newest to oldest, however you decide to do it. If you do the newest ones first, you're still top of mind with them, so that could be a reason you do that. You could just go in your phone, go to your contacts, and start going through. If you have an old job, past coworkers, reach out to them. Another one is if you're a part of a group, a sorority. Yeah, those are people that you can reach out to. You also want to reach out to agents in other areas. Referral business is it's a huge part of real estate. Agents referring business to each other. So if you connect, for example, I'm in Georgia. I know a lot of people move from New York to Georgia. It would behoove me to have some solid agent relationships in New York. So when they know somebody's relocating to New York, they refer them to me. And then, that's a referral commission that we should be partaking in because we are part of this business. All right. And vice versa. If I have somebody that's moving to New York or has business going on in New York, I would refer to them as well. Also, people that you patronize, you are paying them for a service, you give them business, reach out to them and let them have a contact. I noticed a misspelling. The e should not be there. It wasn't before, but it's here. I didn't fix this format. But other professionals, your lenders, your handymen, you can also get business from them as well. Okay. What counts as a contact? Okay, it has to be a conversation, it has to be an interaction back and forth. You just sending a text and getting a thumbs up, or you just calling and getting somebody's voicemail, that doesn't count. Now you can follow back up with them another day, but that doesn't count towards your five for your given day. How to contact them, you decide. And it could be a multitude of ways, right? It doesn't have to be the same contact for every person. You know the way that you communicate with those clients the best. So call, text, DM, in-person conversation, maybe someone at the gym, you're in line at the grocery store. Again, it needs to be a back and forth conversation. And Patricia shared that it needs to be real estate related. Well, real estate needs to have been mentioned, some kind of service offer. It just needs to come up at some point for it to be a true contact. They ask you how is business, something like that, but we'll get into that. And then if all those fail, send an email. I put if all else fails for old leads, but if you have somebody that email is how you communicate, then you go ahead and email. What to say. Now, before contacting them, I suggest you scan their social media profile, and you're going to look for something recent or something interesting that you can mention. You're building that rapport, that connection, right? We're going to reach out and you're going to keep it simple. Hey, I've been thinking about you, or I was in your neighborhood. How have you been? That's it. I have heard agents say, well, it's been so long. I haven't reached out. I feel bad. They're not keeping score. They are busy with life. All right. And even if they feel like, well, I haven't heard from you in so long, get past yourself and you're just going to call them. I know it's been a while. How have you been? How are things going? Just keep it that simple. And to share a statistic, I don't know the exact percentage, I know it's in the 80s, but the National Association of Realtors polled clients and they asked them, would you use the agent that you previously used? And 80 something percent said yes, if I remembered their name. So The agents, we as agents, some agents, we do not keep in contact with our clients after closing. Please check out I want to say it's 3 ways to stay, or yeah, I think it's 3 ways, if not, but it's ways to stay connected with your clients after closing. That's a free downloadable. Check out natknowsre.com and also my Facebook page, Nat Knows Real Estate. So you can grab that, and it's also in the Facebook group. Okay, so you want to stay in contact, but even if it's been a while, just keep it simple. How are you been? Once you're on the phone, to keep the conversation going, think of the Ford method: family, occupation, recreation, dreams. You do not have to hit on all of these with every person, but as you guys are talking, just if you're trying to keep the conversation going, those are the things that you hit on. Like I said, how's the family? How's the house? Have you made any updates? I saw that you, based on you checking their social media, I saw you took a trip to Dubai. How was it? So you'll have something to conversate with them with or about. And then get their socials if you don't already have it. How to contact them. I feel like we've already did this. Did I go backwards? I did. Forgive me. Okay, now ways to bring up real estate. Do not lead with real estate. Hey, I'm calling to see if you know anybody that's looking to buy or sell a house. Do not. Please do not do that. Another agent, Ebony King, shout out to Ebony, she was telling me that she has a coach, and she mentioned to him, her lead in was going to be, hey, I have this goal of helping 50 people this year. Do you know of anybody looking to buy or sell? And the coach was like, do not do that. That should not be a first contact. Now, there will be time to have direct contact in the future, but this is not that time. When they ask how you're doing, you're going to respond authentically. You're going to respond about yourself. Hey, I'm doing good. Family's good. You're giving them that authentic response, but you're also going to bring up real estate. Business is good. Business is great. And you're going to be positive about it, right? It's not, oh, last year was a down year, or the Fed kept raising interest rates and such and such. We're not doing that. Business is great. The spring market is already starting to pick up. My goal is to help XYZ families this year. I recently helped a family relocate, and I was able to get X amount off the purchase price or get them X amount in closing costs. I just received an award, something related to real estate. Keep it positive. And you also, this is a time where you can also share if you know you're having an event that's coming up, or a giveaway or something. You can let them know, yeah, I'm having this event in a couple months. I'll make sure to send you an invite. I would love to see you. Ways to stay connected. Like I said, grab your free download, because there are specific things that I do. I do not rely on it to stay up here. So there are reminders. I have a closing checklist that I go through after I close with them to make sure I schedule follow-ups, and they're going to hear from me, right? So schedule their next follow-up contact after you speak with them. You can put your reminder in your CRM, your digital, or your paper calendar. I'm a paper girl, but you use what you want. I say I'm a paper girl daily, but I do have my digital calendar for my home anniversaries and those type of reminders and birthdays. Now, your next thing is you're going to update your CRM and your notes. So the notes are, you want to, whatever you guys talked about, just jot down some notes. They're expecting a baby. Somebody's going off to college. Somebody's moving down. They're having surgery. Make those notes. One, you're going to be able to refer back to them the next time you speak, just as a refresher of what you guys spoke about the last time. And then two, let's just say they are having a baby or having surgery or something. Drop that down in your calendar so you can follow up and just shoot them a quick text and just say, hey, I'm checking on you. Or that could be another reason for you to contact, right? So you can also follow up with them via another method. If you talk to them on the phone, you can shoot them a text and say, it was great talking to you today. And just throw something else in there, and you can provide them with something of value. If they mention that, hey, we want to get the basement done this year, I have some contacts, and send that to them. Or if you come across an article like, yeah, we'd like to sell, but I don't know if now's a good time, and you get an article that talks about that, just send it to them. And it does not have to be directly related to the call or directly after the call. It can be at any time, because They're now top of your mind and you're going to be top of theirs. One thing that would be helpful is to decide on your contact schedule. We want to create this as a habit. Like, how often are you going to be doing this, right? So are you going to be reaching out weekly, monthly, quarterly? And that's going to help you when you decide on their next follow-up contact. You could even say, listen, I'm going to keep this going. This is who I'm contacting this month. You could really even just outline for the rest of 2024, this is my call schedule. This month, I'm following up with my past clients. Next month, I'm reaching out to VIPs. Next month, I'm going through my database. The month after that, and you could really set it up that way. Now, how you keep track of the challenge progress, there are two tracking forms provided in the group. Go to the file section. First, if you're not a part of the group, join the group. Go to the file sections and you'll see a landscape form, which is Excel, and a portrait, which is a PDF. So I'll go ahead and tell you now. The PDF has specifically for February because that's when we're doing it, but the landscape, you can change that. That is just plug in whatever today's date and just drag it and fill it in, and you could keep that going. I created the portrait one in Canva. If you want that, just let me know. DM me, shoot me a message, and I'll give you an updated one, or you can create your own, whatever works for you. This shouldn't have been here. Well, the group is having a mid-month check-in on this day. So if you watch this before that day and you join the group and you want to get in on this challenge, you are more than welcome to join that call, but you have to join the group, Better Connected in Real Estate. In that group, share your wins. Did you get a referral? Did you set an appointment? Did you get a new buyer or listing? The number of contacts you made. Did it become a habit? Whatever win that you have, and it doesn't have to be just for that day. Let's just say 2 weeks from now, because of the contacts you made, you got a referral from somebody that you reached out to. That's a win. Okay. How to be successful during this challenge. You're going to use a tracking form. You're going to set your intention for the challenge. Like, what is it that you want to get out of it? Because you're challenging yourself. Is it that you want this to be a habit? You want to keep it going? Do you want a referral or an appointment based on your contacts for the week? And one thing I did not mention, let me go back. This 100 is there because if you do this for a month and you do the 5 by 5, 25 a week by the month, that is 100 connections that you can make every month. All right. That quantifies. You are going to get business, more business. You are going to be seen as the expert. You are going to be providing value. You are going to be helping people. You're going to use the tracking form. You're going to set your intention, like I said. So, what is it you want to get out of it? I would suggest getting an accountability partner. It's great if it's someone in real estate, somebody that's in the group, but somebody that it actually doesn't even have to be someone in real estate, but just somebody that you know they're on their grind too and they're trying to achieve a goal and you guys can hold each other accountable. Decide on when and how you'll check in with each other. Decide when you'll make your contacts. Have it in your mind. Am I going to knock this out in the morning? Am I going to do it while I'm sitting in car ride in line waiting on the kids? Am I going to do it in the evening before, the house shuts down? Whatever, however is going to work for you. And stay the course. If you miss a day, if you're short on your contacts, do not give up. The next day, just pick up where you left off. And if you really want to show out, you could add those missed contacts to the new day and just do more. All right. Like I said, we're going to keep it simple. I know for me, if you give me too many steps, I get overwhelmed. Cooking a recipe, if it has more than, I'm going to give you 6 steps, I might give you 8. But anything more than that, like, you need to find something else. Matter of fact, 8 is too much. But that's just me. We're going to keep it simple. All right. So the next steps, you are going to join the Facebook group. You're going to download the tracking form. You are going to set your intentions for the challenge. You are going to get an accountability partner. You're going to decide on when you'll make the contacts and schedule it. If it's not in your calendar, it does not exist. Decide who you'll contact on day one. So if your day one is going to be tomorrow, already think about who you're going to contact, okay? And then make the contacts. I said tomorrow, make them today. And you could start whenever you're watching this. You can start with whenever. You can decide, okay, I'm gonna wait till the first of the month, but I would say go ahead and get this momentum and start going now. If you haven't read the book, The 12-Week Year, we don't have to wait on the huge milestones to get started in something. Let's start now. Other ways you can support, once you join the Facebook group, introduce yourself, leave me a review on my Facebook page, Nat Knows Real Estate. Like and comment on this video. Like and leave a comment on this video. Share your progress. Let me know that something I shared, you got a takeaway, you're going to use it. It's something that you haven't heard before. And then just visit Nat Knows Real Estate, see other ways or other helpful tools. And then lastly, that's the Facebook group. And thank you. Thank you for watching. I hope you got something out of this. And I cannot wait to see what comes of the effort that you put in, because I'm very big on setting intentions, just having great energy about something, putting your effort into something. Like it's going to work. It's going to work. I have no doubt in my mind. You put in this effort, it's proven. Like, you put in this work, you're going to drum up the business. So go ahead and get started. I cannot wait to hear. Let's go. All right. Thank you for watching. If you have not done so already, please subscribe to this channel. Check out the podcast. Purchase my book. That's it right here. The Ugly Side of Real Estate is available on Amazon. And reach out. If you're interested in joining Virtual Properties Realty, go ahead, and there's a form that you can fill out to request that information, or just contact me directly. But you want to make sure you contact me first. All right. So I can get you connected, and then you'll be a part of what's called an ambassador program. But I have other videos and things on that. And you'll get all the love. And the support that comes with the Better Connected in Real Estate family. And speaking of that, I think I need to start offering, some more to my ambassador program people, but this is a great start. All right. Again, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Have a positive, peaceful, and productive day.